down. Okay. Ciao. Om Sadashiva-Samarambham Shankaracharya-Madhyamam Asmadacharya-Paryantam Vande Guru-Paramparam Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Asmat Guru Charana Ravindabhyan Namaha Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Vyasaya Vishnurupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanidaye Vasishtaya Namo Namaha. Om. Atha saptamodhyayah Shri Bhagavanuvacha Maya saktamanah partha Yunjanmadashrayah asamshayam samagram mam yatajñāsyasi tachrunu jnanam deham savijñānam idam vakshyamyasheshatah yajñātvā neha bhūyonyat jñātavyamavashishyate Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschidhyatati siddhaye yatataamapi siddhanam kaschinmam vetti tattvataha bhuvirapo nalo vayuhu khammano buddhirevacha ahankara iti yamme Inna prakritirashtada apareyamitastvanyam prakritim viddhi me param jiva bhutam mahabaho yahevam bharate jagat ekadyonini bhutani sarvani tyupadaraya aham krishnasya jagatah prabhavah pralayastata maddham arakaram nyāyaya kinchidasti dhananjaya mayi sarvamidam protam sutre maniganāniva rasohamam sumaudeya prabhasmi shashi suryayo pranavas sarva vedeshu shabdakhe paurushandrishu puñyo gandhah prativyam cha tejaschasmi vibhavasau jivanam sarva bhuteshu tapaschasmi tapasvishu bijam mam sarva bhutanam viddhi patra sanatanam buddhir buddhimatamasmi tejas tejasmi namaham balam balavatam chaham kamaraga vivarjitam dharma viruddho bhuteshu kamosmi varadarshava ye chaiva satvika bhavaha rajasastamasascha ye तान् विद्धि न त्वहन्तेषु ते मयि त्रिभिर्गुणमयैर्भावैः येभिः सर्वमिदं जगत् मोहितं नाभिजानाति मामेभ्यः परमव्ययम् दैवी ह्येषा गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्यया मामेव ये प्रपद्यन्ते मायामेतां तरन्ति ते न मां दुष्कृतिनो मूढाः प्रपद्यन्ते नराधमाः माययापहृतज्ञानाः आसुरं भावमाश्रिताः चतुर्विधा भजन्ते मां जनाः सुकृतिनोऽर्जुनः आर्तो जिज्ञासुरर्थार्थी ज्ञानी च भरतर्षभ तेषाज्ञानी नित्ययुक्त एकभक्तिर्विशिष्यते प्रियो हि ज्ञानिनोऽप्यर्थम् अहं स च मम प्रियः उदाराः सर्व एवैते ज्ञानी त्वामेव मे मतम् आस्थितः स हि युक्तात्मा मामेवानुत्तमां गतिम् बहूनां जन्मनामन्ते मां प्रपद्यते वासुदेवः सर्वमिति समहात्मा सुदुर्लभः. Okay. So till now, with a lot of breaks and gaps, the 7th chapter we've been just going. In this, a quick recap is we started where Bhagavan says that the whole Prakriti is controlled by me. It is mine. And then Maya Sakta Manaha. So Yogam Yun Janmadashra, it is all resting on me. So it is on how I decide the whole thing happens. Completely 180 degrees change from what was in Karma Yoga, that Atmaiva hi Atmano Bandhuhu Atmaiva Rikuratmanaha Bandhuratmahya. So it is all in your hand. It is all in your hand. Veda Pramanam, where it is, everything is in your hand. You have to do everything. In Veda Pramanam, Shruti Pramanam. Ayam me hasto Bhagavan, ayam me Bhagavattaraha. Ayam me hasto Bhagavan. Bhagavan is in my hands. So I do it. That's all. Ayam me Bhagavattaraha. Everything whatever I decide, I can do it. That much ability Bhagavan has given me. So Vedam also tells that. So Karma Yoga, very clearly Karma Kanda is everything is in you, but with the right attitude. Samarpana Buddhi and Prasada Bhavana. Okay, that is how it should be. Here, because now it has to go to Upasana from Karma Kanda, there has to be an element of bhakti which has to come, because on whom will you do the upasana? If there is no bhakti, there won't be an upasana possibility at all. For that matter, even karma kanda, if you have to believe in it and you should agree that if the karma will give karma phalam and I am doing nishkama karma, there has to be a bhakti in it. If there is no shraddha and bhakti to the guru and the shastra, you will not do it. So there it is a subtle, but here when it comes to upasana, because it is manasan karma, it is a lot of internal conviction on the bhakti which will make you do the upasana. Someone says, I can't meditate. The problem is not able to sit and not able to close the eyes, and it is that conviction is not there that if I meditate, it is going to help me. Very clear. Once a conviction comes, then only you will be ready to sit. Otherwise, you will not sit. Every time when you sit, you will challenge. It is not for me. I am not made up for it. You will put it on yourself. I am not made up for it. So that is another way of psychological brainwash, that it will not come. Means what? That bhakti is not there. So it's a mirror. Whenever we are doing all this, it's a mirror of our own. So unless that bhakti is infused, and how will the bhakti come infused? It cannot be andhashraddha. It cannot be a blind faith. So it has to be a logic with a conviction where you are able to connect with the reality, and then you say, oh yes, there is something. And that's where to get that, this 7 to 12 chapter is completely on. So it goes with very simple, the easiest one is Ishta Devata. Then expand it. Vishwarupa. Then Arupa. If Arupa Bhakti has to be there. Now if you ask a question, Arupa, where is the question of Bhakti? Arupa, can Bhakti be there or not? Sarupa Bhakti can be there. My Krishna, my Rama, my Radha, my Gopi, all those things fine. Arupa, where is the Bhakti? Nirguna Brahma, where is the Bhakti? Can be done. How? How?
Internalize.
How will you internalize? If there is no Bhakti, that door is closed. Where is the question of internalizing? For you to get into it, there has to be a Bhakti. For Arupa, where is the question of Bhakti? Can you do meditation on Nirguna Brahman? Should be possible. Nirguna Brahman, Saguna it is.
Very difficult.
Very difficult, but is it possible or not possible? How is it possible? See, there has to be a logical answer to it. First, whether you are doing it or not doing it is a different thing. But at least I should know that there is a path to go there. If I do not know that there is a path to go there, I will never even try that. Huh? That may be tough, easy is a separate question, but I should know that there is a path. How will you know that? How will you do Nirguna Bhakti? Nirguna Dhyana?
Maybe just for a sound.
Sound. Saguna or Nirguna? Sound.
It's
Saguna. Sarva Indriya Gochara Saguna. Sarva Indriya Agochara Nirguna. So how will you do it? Are you able to get that? It is a tough thing. So you don't do meditation on the Nirguna Ishvara, but you are always thinking about that principle which is existing with conviction. So when you are doing either Mananam or Nididhyasanam, that itself is Nirguna Dhyanam. For example, if you are logically trying to understand that what is being told here, this, okay, this is connecting here, is it connecting here? That itself is a dhyanam. Even other than that, you close your eyes and on the Upanishad principles, if you are going to exactly go to that Nirguna part, that is how that Nirguna is done. Not as an object. Saguna, you have an object. Here there is no object. Then what do? In all the objects, I see the Nirguna. Could be one. Or is there anything beyond this Saguna? It's a concept. And in that concept, if I consider it to be like this, then where am I going wrong? What is the thing which is working? That is why you have that Mananam, because that conviction, the process of from Shravanam to Mananam is what is Nirguna Bhakti. If that doubtful knowledge remains as a doubt and you don't put an effort to get a conviction, be very sure that Shraddha and Bhakti toward Nirguna is not there. It's only up to Saguna. Which is perfectly okay. Many people want to end with Saguna. There is no harm in it. We have to understand, see, you go up to a particular place, then you have to go to the next place. You have to cross one place and go to the next place. If you decide that I will go only up to the first place and stop there, okay. But you should know there is a next place. And this is the path. And then it's a known choice that I will stop here. So when you say Nirguna, Saguna is perfectly okay, everyone understands it. Nirguna, First of all, the question comes, can we do it? Now, if Nirguna cannot be done, I will ask a question now. If Nirguna Dhyanam cannot be done, can you get Nirguna knowledge? If you say that Nirguna knowledge also I can't get, then none of these things will work. If you are saying that I will at least logically try to understand what this Nirguna Brahman is from the Upanishads, from the Shastras, because it has got a unique way to open it out. Okay, so if you are able to understand, where did you understand that? Where did you understand that? The Nirguna knowledge is understood where?
We are reading the scriptures.
Where? Where is it sitting? Intellect. It is Saguna or Nirguna? This intellect is a Saguna or Nirguna? Are you understanding? Only in Saguna the principle of Nirguna will sit. Only in Dvaita you will understand Advaita. So if you say that nothing is required and only Nirguna will be there, that concept of Nirguna or the Bhakti of Nirguna can never happen. So it is on the base of the Saguna only the Nirguna knowledge is there, but you undervalue on which it is sitting and you value what is sitting. Every thought is there, the thought comes and goes, but the consciousness with the thought is constant. Now is consciousness Saguna or Nirguna? Where is it sitting? On the Saguna. Are you able to understand? Are you able to be aware of it? I am conscious. Are you be able to aware of that? Is it Saguna or Nirguna? Correct? So, being in that present time and being 100% conscious of the consciousness is what is that Nirguna Dhyana. Being in it, that's all. Never my mind will get deviated into the peripheral part of it based on what the rest of the everything is there. When I say I am in this class, what is there in this class? This body is in the class, this mind is in the class, this intellect is in the class, the awareness is in the class. What is there in this class by which you say that I am in this class? I am conscious that I am in this class and all my body, the Sthula and Sukshma are completely aware and absorbing and I am aware of that. That awareness is that consciousness. That may be Nirguna, but the manifestation of that is Saguna. For example, how do you know prana is there or not? Let us go. Prana is part of Prakriti or Purusha? Clear? But prana is subtle or sthula? That means it is not overtly visible. But do you know, do you have the prana shakti? How do you know? So manifestation of prana either as breathing, walking, body temperature, ability to do all the activities. That means the prana is there. Like as we say, the bulb lighting gives us a confirmation that there is electricity. Electricity otherwise I don't know. Same way, through the Saguna, keeping the Saguna where it is, your mind has to be in the Nirguna. Oh, the fan is running, electricity is there. Oh, the light is there, electricity is there. This part is only how you connect to. Without anything, you can't say, with Nirguna I will connect to Nirguna. Impossible. It is impossible because my mind is Saguna. It can understand only Saguna. That means Nirguna is just a principle. If I tell you do Dhyanam on Newton's law of physics, simple. How will you do? Will you 100 times tell that statement? First law of physics, second law, will you do that? Then what will you do? Effects of it. First time you may tell it once, then okay, this is what, this is force, this is momentum, this, all the various aspects of it again goes and connects back to the principle that Newton's law is there. Does it make sense? So like that, to go to the Nirguna, you have to hold on to the Saguna, but underplay the Saguna. For every ornament, you have to see the Nama Rupa and then say gold is a substrate. Without the ornament itself, let me look at gold. How will you look at gold? You cannot look at gold. So without Prakriti, you will never understand Purusha. Prakriti is Saguna. Through Prakriti, if you get stuck into Prakriti, you have a problem. But if you consider Prakriti and then always focus on the Purusha, that is Nirguna Dhyana. Every time when I see a movie, I always keep in my mind that that screen is the one which is holding the movie. That is Nirguna, rather than getting moved with the movie. Movati iti movie. Then you will also keep moving. You will not be stable. Is it clear? So when we have to come to that, he is first to tell what is Saguna. So that Saguna is based on what substract? The Nirguna. Nirguna people will not understand. So through the Saguna only Nirguna has to be taken. And that is why he says that Prakriti is in my control. Then okay, I and Prakriti, are they different? No. Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karanam Pansa. Are you able to get the logic of why he has opened it out that way? Now, Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karanam, if someone has to understand, you have to understand Nimitta Karanam, you have to understand Upadana Karanam, and then you have to understand that Nimitta Karanam is nothing other than Purusha, Upadana Karanam is nothing other than Prakriti. Correct? That Upadana Karanam is my Apara Prakriti, the Nimitta Karanam is the Para Prakriti. The sentiency is the Para Prakriti, Atma, Anatma is the Upadana Karanam, which is Para Prakriti. Okay, and how do you go to Para Prakriti? Only through Apara Prakriti. Why? We are always interacting with the Apara Prakriti at every moment of our life. So it's easy to connect. Okay, so he started. Bhumi Rapo Nalo Vayuhu Khammano Buddhirevacha Ahankara Iti Yamme Bhinna Prakriti Rashtada. So he started the Apara Prakriti. Then he says, oh, I am going to tell you my full Rupam I have told. If I tell this and you understand that is my Rupam, then you are mistaken. Then he says, these are all not my Paraprakriti. Apare niyatastvanyam prakritim vidhi me param jiva bhutam mahabaho yayedam dharyate jagat. I am the substratum which is holding all this. If these are there, there is something to hold, and I am that person who is holding, which is the Purusha. Okay. Etadyodini bhutani sarvani ityupadaraya aham kritsnasya jagata. Then how do you see me? If I am holding it, you should know me. How will you know me? Only through my manifestation. Correct? For example, if I tell Malati teacher is a very good teacher in HFS. All the students and everyone are telling this. Means what they do. How will that be known? Now this is a principle. It is known. How will you know it? How will it be expressed? Students will tell various things about her teaching, how they understand all. Correct? So only through that, rather than telling Malati teacher namaskaram, Malati teacher namaskaram, no one will do that. Correct na? So you will understand it only by the manifestation of it and how it is benefiting me. Through that, you go to the principle. Oh, this is the benefit of the principle which is manifested and which I can understand, which is Saguna. Through that, I value the Nirguna. So anything which is subtle, that is why we say, when we say that I respect you, okay, what does it mean? I have to do Sahasranama Puja of you. When you say I respect parents, I respect the teacher, what are you supposed to do? To show the respect. How will you show that respect? How will it manifest out? Means what? Follow. So when that happens, automatically respect gets established. You don't have to keep them and do puja. You have to follow what is there. If we say we respect the Shastra, we respect the Bhagavad, then you have to follow what is given. Otherwise there is no respect. नहीं तो बोलने का और नाम मुंह में राम बगल में छुरी है. He tell all this and then go and do completely different. That doesn't make sense. That is not respect. That is hypocrisy. So if you respect, then it has to be followed. Otherwise say I don't respect. Have the guts to say I don't respect, which is fine. Like that, when you see me, it is my manifestation with what is the biggest important message he says. The moment our mind is such a way that it can never go with a grey area, it always looks at black and white. I want clarity. Like Arjuna says, you better think and tell me one thing. Third chapter. You first think and tell me only one thing, don't confuse me. Like that, when Bhagavan says that I am the holder and they are all held by me. First, Bhumi, Rapo, Nalo, Vayu, oh, these are all the great. I am made up of Pancha Mahabhutas, I am that. But the moment he says, Yae Tandharyate Jagat, he is a useless thing. Let me go to him. This should not happen. It is a very wrong way to understand. That is why divinity is brought into everything, because everything becomes divine because of him and his manifestation through that. So nothing is of lower order. Everything is of the higher order. Everything is divine. Everything is pious. But I should now tune to look at the divinity part in everything rather than discarding something. What is the normal thing? Oh, fantastic. Great children. Very nice. Oh, this boy is very intelligent. The moment this statement is made, the rest, everyone have already been categorized that they are not as intelligent as you. What will you say? This teacher is his favorite. So, no one need to tell this, but our mind will know to segregate it that way. That grey area, it will never keep black and white, unknowingly will happen. So, the moment you tell Jagat and then you say Purushaha, you will start Jagat to Tuchhe. And that should not be. That is why he says, I am that divinity which is manifesting in everything. So look at me in everything, that means you will not. That is why in the puja also what we do, Asmin Haridra Bimbe Mahaganapatin Dhyayami, one coconut, or you keep your turmeric powder ka, and till that turmeric powder is the same powder which is sitting in the dabba, which will go into sambar, rasam, dal, everywhere. But the moment you say, you have invoked the divinity in it, and after that, if I tell you now all this is over, puja khatam ho gaya, ek kaam karo, prasad hai, abhi ye turmeric ko leke sambar mein dalo. Kya baat kar rahe ho? Ye to Bhagavan hai. How can I do it? What happens? So the divinity who brought it there, not the turmeric. We invoke the divinity into it. Correct? Like that, look at the divinity in everything, and through that divinity understand I am that. Because that Vishwarupa Darshanam is actually going to talk of that. Who am I? I am the best in each. Right? So that means I cannot discard anything in this Srishti. I have no scope to discard anything. If it is there, it is with a purpose and it has divinity because it is Bhagavan's creation matter. What does it tell? I have no space to hate anything or anyone in this universe. A very, very important lesson which is taught by these few is there is no scope to hate anything. There is no, that word hate should be removed out of the dictionary because it doesn't belong to the world at all. Then what can I do? I may have my own preferences. If I dislike it, I don't say anything to it, I be away. That choice I have. But because I am away, I cannot say that is bad. What do? We superimpose our liking on the thing and then accordingly we say this is permanently bad. If something was permanently bad, then how will even one person feel that it is good? If it was permanently bad, why would Bhagavan make it? Correct? So if it is an existence, that is divinity. So there is no scope for hatred. First thing. Okay. And I can seek Advitiya Bhagavan only through the Dvaita world. I cannot discard the Dvaita world and go to Advaita. Impossible. Let's be clear about it. Then what do? My view of the Dvaita world only makes me Advaita. Are you able to understand? That divinity in the Dvaita world is what is that Advaita which I am looking at, which is me. Are you able to get that? Correct? This is exactly when we use the word sympathy and empathy. The moment you use the word sympathy, you are looking at it from a third person. I sympathize. Oh, very bad. It should not have happened to you. Good words over. But the moment you say I empathize, I have gone through it. I know exactly what the feelings are, and I am resonating my feelings with you. Okay. So one is sitting out and generally making others. That is where we should. It starts with that. But the moment you move to empathy, then you are actually experiencing the person's feelings. Like that, in the whole Srishti, Bhagavan is there, and this Bhagavan is what I am resonating with at all the time in the Srishti. So there is nothing to hate, nothing to discard. Okay, and this is what he says, Etadyonini bhutani sarvani tyupadaraya aham kritsnasya jagataha. Aham kritsnasya jagata, I am that jagat. Prabhava pralayastata. And I make it come, and it is my manifestation. Picture aayega, picture jayega. I am there in everything. Har kan mein hu. So try to look at that and don't discard anything. The moment that happens, you know what? The biggest, this hate is coming out of what? That likes and dislikes are there. Even if you have, like we say, 4 jnanis together, when they come to a conference, the South Indian person will go to the sambar rice and the dahi bhat during the food, and the North Indian will go to the puri bhaji. Likes and dislikes are there. That doesn't mean that they are not jnanis. Where is this hate coming from? It will come from likes and dislikes. Then where is it coming from? Ahankara. So by accepting everything, it is the first step to, that tip of that ahankara which is pricking na, usko pahla just nikal ke wo kaam karna hai. Somewhere it has to start touching that, because otherwise we will not go to the next level. Yahan se shuru kar raha hai ki start. That means I start first accepting everything. If I say I hate something, it is my intense ahankara, solidified, crystallized ahankara, which is not even allowing something else's existence to be present, even if it is far away from me. Someone in the TV, which has got nothing to do with your life, the moment that person comes, I can't stand this person. That person is standing and doing something. You may stand, you may sit, but what is, see, it has got no connection with that reality. Yeah? Then where is it coming from? My ahankara is not even ready to accept that person as a ghost in that machine. Forget reality. उतना हो जाता है वो ahankara. So उसको clip it off, निकालो, pinch it off and move. इसके लिए ये clearly. So there is nothing where we can negate and say no in the world, which means I start taming my ahankara. Is it clear? There is a very clear purpose why all this has started this way. Because the moment we take it that way, automatically bhakti will start. If I know it is Bhagavan's, then who am I to have any judgment about it? As much as I am one, rest everything is one. I live, they live, she lives, it lives, whatever you want you say, and it continues. I may not go nearby. I will not go to a snake and say, oh, very nice, you are Bhagavan Srishti, so let us sit together. No, the snake will do its job and go, and you will not be there to see what happens. So you will not, that is foolishness. So coexisting doesn't mean that you have to be with it. But I can live. It has the equal right, or he or she has the equal right to live. If it is not working with me, I just don't bother about it. I move on. I move on. Okay. So I leave it in Bhagavan Srishti and remove it from my Srishti. That choice I have. If it comes to my Srishti and I reject it, means I am still holding it in my Srishti. Yeah? If I reject it, I am holding it in my Srishti. And then I am not putting it in Bhagavan Srishti. I am rejecting it from my Srishti. That you can't do. You put it back to Bhagavan Srishti. And so many things like that. One more is there. Is it clear? Matta parataran nanyat. That is why he says, now you understand that all this manifestation is there. The principle is the main one. Mai sarvam idam protam. I cannot be separated from this. That is, see, there is another very, very important aspect which is being told. So when you say Mai sarvam idam protam sutra iva maniganaha, how can you remove? If I tell you, please do dhyanam of this garland and remove the thread and the flowers, what will you do? Will you physically remove the thread separate and flowers separate? You will imagine all the flowers which are there as separate and the thread as separate. Even if you can't see the thread, that thick mala is there, the thread is not visible, but I know somewhere if it is holding, it has been cut in such a way that I can't see even a millimeter of the thread, but I know if something is holding, I can mentally, oh, there is a thick thread based on the mala, it is separate, these flowers are separate. I can do it. That is a mental life. So, Sutra Iva Maniganaha, that means I can look at everything in the Srishti and break it into Para and Apara, Atma and Anatma. And I start doing this. Doing this activity itself mentally is a very big important aspect. Then we know what to value and what not to value. When we say these fruits and vegetables are nutritive, correct? So some people decided, what is this nutrition? The carbohydrates, the minerals, the proteins, the fats, in the right proportion is the nutrition. And the rest are something which is holding it. Okay. So one intelligent person said, let me do one thing. I will separate all this carbohydrate and keep it together. Other intelligent person separated the whole protein and kept it. The third one did for all the fat. The fourth one took all the minerals. Then they started saying, why do you want to have the whole thing like that? I will give you only the carbohydrate. You can buy the carbohydrate, you can buy the protein, you can buy the fat, and you can buy the mineral and have it. And that is what comes in a capsule. Correct? Will it do the work of the whole fruit what you are eating or the vegetable? It will never do. Why? What did we do in this? The other things which do not have such value, which is called fiber, I decided to throw. I put it in a machine, remove the juice and have it and throw that stuff. Then I understand I got colon cancer. Then I do, oh, this is also required. That is why Buddha, Bhagavan gave you the whole fruit which had everything in it. Then why did you put your brains to break it and say that this is better and this is not good? All my hatred started coming out, right? And that is where I started messing up with the world. Bhagavan Srishti, I started messing it up. This is good, this is bad. The whole world is now sitting in that. So, whatever is coming, maybe for some people citrus fruit are not adapted to that. You don't have it. But somewhere where they can have, they have the whole fruit. There is nothing to be discarded out of it. And we cannot mimic portion by portion. It will never work. And hence, he says, I am in everything. So whatever you have discarded, I am in that also. So you have no choice to discard. Mai sarvam idam proktam. That sarvam is a word which doesn't have any exception. Huh? Wherever this word sarvam comes, be very clear. There is no exception now to it. For all the rules, there are exceptions. But if the word sarvam comes in the Shastras, that means it is universal now. It is applicable for everything. You can't exclude anything out of it. My sarvam idam protam, can you exclude anything in this universe which has not yet come? Also, you cannot. It is there. Clear? How is it present? Kalatraye tishtati iti sat, jnana, chit, sukha, ananda. It's present as these three. Very clear. Are we able to connect? Tatovoda. Somewhere. See, these connections have to come. Other than that, these words are just like a story, it will keep going. Right? That is why he says, how do you see me? Raso hamapsu kaunteya. Now he is giving examples. How do you see me? Where am I? I am the rasa in water. That fluidity, that wetness, I am that. Prabhasmi shashi suryayo, luminosity. In all the illuminary bodies, I am the luminosity. Pranavas sarva vedeshu, I am the Omkara in the Vedas. Shabda ke, I am the Shabda in the space. Correct? And Paurushanrishu, consciousness, sentiency in all the living beings. Punyo Gandha Prithivyancha, and the Gandha which is Punya, which you like it, consider that. Other Gandha is also there. But because we are not matured, he is not referring. You mean to say in Papa Gandha he is not there? If you say Sutra Iva Sarvamidam Proktam, even there he is there. We don't want to see, so he is giving selectively. Ye pahila dekh lo. Then 11th chapter he will open out that also. Don't see only one portion, the other portion is also there. Okay, right. Tapaschas tejaschaspi vibhavasau jivanam sarva bhuteshu tapaschaspi tapasvishu. Now he comes to the crux. Bijam mam sarva bhutanam. I am that sole seed of everything in this universe. Viddhi partha sanatanam buddhir buddhimatam asmi tejas tejasvinamaham. It's just continuation. First everything from outside, now all sukshma related is all going on now. Inside you understand. Balam balavatan chaham kamaraga vivarjitam. Now he says dharma viruddho bhuteshu. Now even in adharma, is Bhagavan there or not? Can light say that I will show only good things and all the bad things I will not show? But initially understanding our ability, it is always opened out as good so that you get associated. Once you get connected, slowly with maturity, you will be ready to accept the other one also. Right? That is why only the good part is first shown. Right? Dharma viruddho bhuteshu, aviruddha dharmaha bhuteshu. So what that, where viruddha is not there to the dharma, where there is no viruddha to the bhut in dharma, I am that. That means I am dharma itself. Okay, because of that principle only the whole Srishti is working. Microcosm and macrocosm is working because of these principles and their interaction together. Correct? Otherwise they need not have to connect karma theory to anyone. The karma theory connects to Srishti. How does a new Srishti come? Based on what? Who decides what should be coming as the new Srishti? The collective karma balance is what will decide what will be the new Srishti. If more Papa karma is this, then the Srishti will come out that way. Are we thinking that every Srishti comes the same way? May not. Because that's a collective balance of karma which is there at that time. That need not be constant. That will keep changing accordingly. Okay. But he says the whole thing gets embedded the way it should come. Like we say, in our DNA itself it is already there. Like that, in the Srishti ka DNA where it is, Srishti should have a DNA. If we have a DNA where it will come in my 60th year, I will get a cancer. If it is there in my DNA, in 60th year, cancer will come. Same way, the Srishti will not have a DNA. Where is that DNA? Where? The Shastras tell. Surya Chandramasau Dhata Yatha Purvamakalpayat. Dhata Yatha Purvam Akalpayat Surya Chandramasau. As that Dhata has originally planned, like that, all the information and knowledge is given to Surya Chandramas when it starts. From there only everything you will keep getting it. That's how the Srishti will continue to happen. Our Srishti. How much we are thinking about our body, for Bhagavan it is one body now. Are you able to get? And what is Surya Chandramas? What is Surya and Chandramas of Bhagavan? Where is it told? Where? Huh? Huh? What is the starting of it? The sound is coming. I can't actually hear properly. Tell the shloka. Yeah. What is the shloka? Viyadasu danilash chandra suryo chanetre. Upado yasya nabhir viyadasu danilash chandra suryo chanetre. Okay, so they have all passed. Now your chance. In Rudram, where is it coming? Shruti and Smriti have to keep going. When you connect it, then only you start understanding that fully clear. Shruti, where it is coming? Apatalana bhuvana brahmandama vispurat ज्योतिस्फाटिकलिंग मौलि विलसत् पूर्णेन्दुवान्तामृतैः अस्तोकाप्लुतमेकमीश मनिशं रुद्रानुवाकाञ्चपन् ध्याये दीप्सितसिद्धये ध्रुवपदं विप्रो विषिञ्जैच्छिवं पीठं यस्य धरित्री जलधरकलशं लिङ्गमाकाशमूर्तिं नक्षत्रं पुष्पमाल्यं ग्रहकणकुसुमं चंद्र वन्नी अर्क नेत्रम चंद्र वन्नी अर्क नेत्रम त्रिनेत्रम चंद्रवन्यर्क नेत्रम चंद्रवन्नी अर्क नेत्रम. So when you see that as that cosmic Purusha, everything, assuming that it is one body, then we are all what? Maybe a tip of that body's hair. But we belong to it. My absence is incomplete there. Okay. Can the hair, tip of the hair say that the nail of the hair, the body need not be there? Cannot be there. That is not possible. Your no part of the body will reject any other part. Are you able to get that? So that vision of going from Anda to Brahmanda is what we are doing. As you are seeing yourself as complete, this whole Srishti is complete, and that Purusha, like we say Vastu Purusha, like that, this Purusha is one. That is why Sahasra Shirsha Purusha. Manifesting in each person is that one Purusha. Sahasraksha, Sahasrapad. Okay, that thought or that visualization of the Shastra is what needs to come to us. The moment we are looking at things from that way, we will never see our existence as a very big thing. We are existing, but every existence is needed, and we are a part of that existence. Is it clear? Right? So, dharma viruddho bhuteshu Kamospi Bharatarshan. Now, after telling that, he says, all this manifestation is now what? Which are either manifested as gross, or we know the manifestation as subtle. For example, light is a subtle manifestation. Electricity is a subtle manifestation, not a very gross thing. Correct? Whatever, for that matter, even though Shastras call air as a gross manifestation, our science teaches that air is subtle. Doesn't matter, it is only one Veda of learning. But we can just, chalo, ye transition isko idhar se idhar dal diya, that's all. Even if we consider that, there are subtle manifestations, there are gross manifestations. Now, how do I know this? So he generalizes. Sattvika, Rajasa, Tamasa. So they are only these three gunas together which are just making this world, and continuously they are active. As much as I have individual Rajasa, Tamasa, Sattva, collective Rajasa, Tamasa, Sattva, global Rajasa, Tamasa, Sattva, cosmic Rajasa, Tamasa, Sattva, and within me also, for every different aspect there is Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic thought in. Okay. Certain days, certain things are considered in a different way, the same thing is considered differently at a different time. So that also changes. Okay. So this combination, that means it only says that it is a vibrant, ever-changing, living entity. What is the definition of a living entity? When you say something is living, what is that definition which makes it living? Change. Movement. Subtle movement or gross movement will be there. So when we say a stone, is stone a living entity or not? Is it living or not?
It is not. It is not.
It is not. Okay. That means it doesn't have any gunas. Correct? Clear? That means it doesn't have Purushaha, Brahman. समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. Be clear. This way, see, when you go to that grey area only, now problem starts. Now you have taken a position. I am taking you slowly to the next question. Few people took position, other people बोले तमाशा देखेगा क्या हो रहा है देखा जाएगा. हाँ, बाद में पार्टी बदलेगा, चलेगा, doesn't matter. But some people took a position, not living. ठीक है. If it is not living, no gunas. Correct? So without gunas, can I call it nirguna? Then it is Brahman only. See the problem, huh? If I call it nirguna without gunas, then it is Brahman. Are but where is Brahman? By itself it cannot do anything. It is a dead thing, correct? This is where that understanding has to come. So he says, there are three gunas in everything. Sattva, Rajas, Tamo, Guna, Pradana. A stone is 99.9% Tamo Guna. For all practical purpose, we cannot see Sattva and Rajas in it. Now I will ask a question. Does the stone have energy in it? Is it a moving energy or a stationary energy? So if it is possessing energy, it is living or dead. In this microcosm, that is also living, a macrocosm, that is also a living entity. Okay. Now, that is why it has got some value, some utility, something can be done with it. Right? It is present, and hence Ishvara is there in everything, and in every Prakriti part, either of a guna or mixtures of guna are present. And they are constantly changing. The rate of change is what we don't know. If the rate of change is so small that after my millions of years also that remains there, then you will see it is practically forbidden. But on an absolute, like what we say, 99.99% is it 100% gold? Answer is no. But for all practical purpose, I take 99.99 because this is what I can understand. And hence from my life of 100 years, the stone is dead. But from the Srishti's life of 1,000,000 years, what happened to the stone? It has got guna, and the guna keep changing. That is why it breaks, that is why many things happen. Is it clear? So we cannot, and this is where Ishvara wants us, Krishna wants us to look at the whole world in that perspective rather than we as a jiva. Correct? So see it as three gunas. And technically what is Srishti and what is Pralayam? Technically if someone says this is Pralayam and this is Srishti, you know what is Pralayam? From the guna perspective. That means if you are talking of reversible reaction, what is equilibrium? When the raw material is forming the product and the product is forming the raw material at a very high speed, that I cannot at any point of time say which is more and which is less, both are equal. I say it has attained an equilibrium. Correct? Same way, when the sattva, rajas, tamo, guna are balanced, that they are not interchanging and converting itself, or they are doing it in so high speed that practically there is no difference to any entity, that is the state of Malaya. Then what happens? One distortion in it is what the Srishti is. So what is the logical movement of the Srishti now? To go to Pralaya. Means what? To balance. Any imbalance created has a natural tendency to go to the balance. So the Srishti, the moment it gets created or manifests, what is the objective of the Srishti? To reach to the balance, which is Pralaya. So it is always continuously moving. What is the objective of the water which comes out at Gangotri? Come to the sea and join, so that no further movement is there. So it will continuously happen. Where the slope is more, it will come in high speed. It will gush. Where the slope is less, it will keep going, but it will continue to go there. In between something will evaporate. All that will happen. But that activity will be there. We as human beings may not be able to see it. Because our limited vision is there. Correct? And this is what will happen in gunas. That means everything has guna and everything keeps on changing as an absolute. But relative to my life and what I call as change, it is insignificant, so I say it is changeless. Is it clear? Now is Brahman there? Next question, is Brahman there? So if something is moving, something is there, Brahman has to be there. Because I am the Adhisthana of it. How do I know in the stone Brahman is there?
Because it is present.
Existence. Sat. Satrupena vartate. Present. You can't negate the presence. That itself is there. When that thing has got guna, which is mixture of two, and then it starts working, then Chidrupa starts. Life starts, then activity starts, then movement starts, everything starts. We're able to get that. That is the Srishti is opening out in front of us. Look at the Srishti that way. So it will naturally keep going to its natural progression. And what is this natural progression? Upanishad tells. Karmeti hastayo gatiriti padayo. You keep doing its job. Senses are doing its job, mind is doing its job, everything is happening. I am not connected to anything. Everything is happening, but I am in it. That is that state where you are just a substratum and everything is just happening. Be able to get that. So the moment we connect to it, we say, I am the doer, I am the. But everything is just happening. Digestion in your body, tell me, are you the doer? Do you anytime claim that I am the doer? Only when there is a problem in digestion, you start claiming that I am the doer. What I did yesterday by which things are not working. Till that it is happening, right? What am I? I am a sakshi to what is happening. I am a sakshi. Why? The fact that immediately I get hungry after a few hours itself says that the digestion is happening. What have you done? I have not done anything. What do you need to do? I don't need to do anything. I shouldn't just meddle with the natural process. That's all I need to do. What does that add? Cadbury. कुछ किया ही नहीं. That is our job. Maha-Advaita being taught. क्या किए? कुछ ही नहीं किया. And that is what we have to do. कुछ ही नहीं करना है. हम करते ही रहते हैं. And we mess the existing system. Why? Because we have limited knowledge. Is it clear? And that's what Krishna wants to change, to make it into a wide one. That chitta vishalata comes. Once you see things that way, you know you shouldn't meddle with that. Just leave it the way it is. Then let it be the house, let it be the office, let it be the neighbor, society, whoever. Karmeti hastayo, gatiriti padayo. भगवान ने मुंह दिया, वो बोलने वाला है. भगवान ने मुंह क्यों दिया है? उसको बोलने को. भगवान ने मुझे कान क्यों दिया है? सुनने के लिए. Then why did he give that eraser in the mind? All good things which I should retain, I don't remember. What I should not remember, 50 years back, you didn't ask me for a cup of tea or you didn't ask me to sit. I remember very well. I have written it and kept. Is it clear? Okay. Right. So then he says these three bhavas, now when you connect it to yours, when they start doing the fun. So you have Tribhir Gunaihi in the Srishti. They are just doing their job. And you as a vibrant entity, you have got the three gunas. Now your three gunas are going to do Karya Karana Sangata with the Srishti. My Sattva Guna with the Sattva Srishti Vishaya. My Rajo Guna with the Rajo Vishaya of the Srishti will continue, right? And that, you never leave it that they are interacting. Then what do? I meddle my mind. I get into it. And that is the reason for samsara. The samsara reason is that he says, Daivi Hyesha Gunamayi. My gunas are Daivi. Don't say Tamo Guna, I should not. No, you need to have Tamo Guna. As much as we say we cannot reject anything, the three gunas cannot be rejected because the three guna is the manifestation what you see. So how can you reject anything? Okay, they are Daivi. Then what happens? Mama Maya Duratyaya. When that Karya Karana Sangata of your gunas happen with the Srishti's gunas, your Ahankara comes and meddles it. And you start playing around the gunas. And that is where Aham starts. The moment that starts, Samsara Udbhava, that Samsara which was not at all present, you give it a birth. And when does it start? When does this start? That Ahankara, when does it start? For this Janma. For this Janma. At death what happens? Not with the body. Then. So when did this Janma get the Ahankara? When did it start? Tada Shiva Sabarambham. From when Brahman was there, from that time Ahankara is also there. Srishti is there, Ahankara is there. So, that is why he says, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Vasudeva Sarvamiti, it is going to come. That means, Bahuni me vyatitani janmani tapacharjuna tanyaham veda sarvani natvam vetha parantapa ajopi sannabhyayat. All these are very clearly that so many janmas it is now sitting with me. In this janma, in this body, in this it is manifesting in a different way, that's all. Otherwise it is with me. Right? So right from, I understand its manifestation right from as a child in the womb when I started activity in the womb. And that looking at that ahankara only, everyone says that the child is alive. If that ahankara is not there, they say, बच्चा आवाज नहीं करता है, मूवमेंट है क्या, सोनोग्राफी देखो, स्टिल बॉर्न बेबी. What is still born baby? Ahankara not there. Yes or no? So it is started manifesting. So the moment you are born, it is with that ahankara you are born. Otherwise, how will you know? Ahankara is individuality, not mamakara. Correct? Otherwise, how that cosmic intelligence is in you? You have to eat from the mouth, shit from the back. All this, who taught? Which mother has taught all this? That ahankara is not there. That is cosmic intelligence. So you are born with it. So far as we remain with that cosmic ahankara and intelligence, you are Nirguna Brahman. The moment we connect it to Mama Guna, samsara has ended. So from Ishvara Srishti, because of my gunas, my likes and dislikes, I bring certain Vishaya into my Srishti, then call it Mama Vishaya, Mama Samsara, and I am Mama Samsara. Is it clear? The moment you remove this Mama Vishaya and Mama Samsara into Ishvara Srishti, Ishvara, you are a jnani. Nothing need to be done. Nothing need to be done. Which means everything, huh? Don't say all that is okay, but why that last comes na? Asti jayate vardate viparinamate. Why for me if you ask, then you have a problem. Asti jayate vardate viparinamate, very good, very good. Apakshiyate vinashati, nako, not for me, not for me, not for me. Are you able to get? So, you have to see everything that is. Then there is no problem. It will remain Ishvara Srishti and you will still enjoy. You will still enjoy. That is why they say, this vehicle is given to me by Ishvara. How to take? I am the custodian. I have to take proper care to my best what I know and do it. After that, leave it. It is whoever has given will take it, will manage it. When the job is over, the vehicle will go. If that thought is there, problem never arises. The moment I say my body, my medical file so big, starts problem. Correct, na? That is what we have to. No one says we should not take care of. Again, we go to extremes. Don't, you know what is this? Ajagara sannyasis. You have heard Ajagara sannyasis. They are called Ajagara sannyasis. It has come from the word Ajagira. So the snake opens a mouth and sits, and the deer will come and fall as a prey into that snake's mouth and go in. Like that, these sannyasis are out. And if someone comes and gives food, they will eat, otherwise they will not bother, this body is not there. Bhagavad never said don't do that. If the vehicle is given, take care of the vehicle. Disrespecting the vehicle is incorrect. If you have got the vehicle, your job is to take care of it, at least ensure that it works properly. And it should focus on that it needs to do its job. Okay, so discarding that is why Atmahatya is not acceptable in our system. Shariratya not at all acceptable. Okay, hence we need to accept everything. That is why mentally think of all this. then more Vairagya starts coming. You don't have to experience it. Can't you imagine a situation that way? That dhyana we have to do. Then every time it will say that I should not get stuck in this. Then automatically if the Viveka Chudavani, Durvara Tapta,
Durvara samsara dava.
Vagni Taptam. Durvara Samsara, it is burning me. That feeling when it starts coming, automatically that it will start. I don't know anything. Dodhu Yamanam, that air is, first of all, that heat is so bad that I can't bear it. And I'm in it. I can't escape. Fully entrenched in it. Added to it, I'm burning. No one to help me. Dodhu Yamanam. Oh, बोलते हैं ना, चपाती को ऐसा पहला पकाते हैं, फिर उसको उल्टा करके पकाते हैं, तवे में पकाने के बाद निकाल के बस नहीं हुआ उसको फ्लेम में डाल के पकाते हैं, ऐसा और वैसा. दैट इज कॉल्ड दोधू यमाना. हम चपाती है और हमारा ऐसा हो रहा है और उसको आग को हवा देने के लिए दैट हवा भी आ रहा है. माय कर्मा हवा मार रहा है, इट इज फर्दर हीटिंग. I have no other choice but to, I want a savior. That is the time that Vairagyam comes. Not because of any other. Suppose someone says that you do a lot of hard work, you will get 100 rupees. You will never get Vairagyam. That 100 will want to become 100 million, 100 billion. That is not Vairagyam. That 100 I don't want because I know that is a problem now for me. And that mental thought, for those people only, this reference of very clearly moksha is told. Viveka, Vairagya, after that only the rest. That Vairagya itself for us it is just definition of the book. For us Vairagya is definition of the book and nothing else. After that we'll ask which ice cream and which cake. Baar jane ke baad. That is not Vairagya. Let's be clear, we should know what we are and where we are. We want to. This is where it needs to be genuine. Whatever little path can be slow. That is why he says, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Vasudeva Sarvavitikam. He didn't say in this Janma it will come. And need not come. This Janma starts with Bhagavad Gita. Bahunam Janmanam Ante Vasudeva Sarvaviti is okay. But at least start. If I enjoy the samsara, then there is a problem now. I started enjoying the samsara. That is why he is now going to break up into two types of people. Two types of people he will break up. Abhakta and Bhakta. Okay. So those type of people, he says, who has never understood Namam Dushkrati no Mudhaha Prapadyante Naradhamaha. They are Nara Adhamas. They have never understood. Why? Mayaya apahrita jnanam. That knowledge that aham is completely covered by my maya and their guna mayas are thoroughly covering it. That they have no idea that I am there. They are happy, thoroughly happy with my apara prakriti. They are not even knowledgeable that there is something called para prakriti. They are thoroughly happy and they want to continue to be in that and grow more and more in that. Samsara vriksha. Let it grow. Dudo nahao, puto phalo. Chalne do bhai. That is the samsara vriksha. And these are how many? Majority. Majority is sitting there. Then we are, some people minority, they will think, let me consider coming to at least one Saturday class. वो minority class का बात करेगा. Now what is that minority? He says these people are called bhaktas. Main two categories. Majority जिधर जा रहा है मैं उधर नहीं हूँ. मतलब मैं हूँ but they can't see me. बाकी minority जो सब हो रहा है उनको वो देखना नहीं है. जो मेरा तरफ आते हैं थोड़ा. This minority are four types. There are four types. How he classifies them. Chaturvida bhajante mam. What is bhajanam? Bhajanam, pujanam. All that means the same. Bhajante, bhakti karne ke liye bhajante. Then Chaturvida bhajante mam means day and night they will not do bhajan. They will do bhojan also, they will do everything, but they will keep in mind that I am there. That is there at the back of the mind. Correct? Jana Sukriti. Earlier what did he say? Namam Dushkriti no Mura. So Dushkriti and Sukriti is how he has broken. So the Dushkriti people are Asura. Correct? So what is the Sukriti people called? Don't say Asura. Sura. Sura ka opposite is Asura. So they are Sura. Okay. Now, this people, Sukritinaha, this category which is anyway minority, I have 4 breakings in them. Usko Chaturvida bhajante. They, based on how they propitiate me, consider me or understand me, first is understanding. The way they have understood me, I have classified them into 4. What is the first one? Artha. Second one is Artha. Third one is Jitnyasu. And the fourth one is Jnani. So, hey, don't say fifth one is Bharatarshava. Bharatarshava is Arjuna. Hey Bharatarshava, hey Arjuna. There are 4 types in the second category who are the minority whom I have further broken. Now you see the beauty of Bhagavad. How consistent he is. Full population, majority एक side, minority एक side. Minority को break किया, उसका majority एक side, minority दूसरा side. वो minority को break किया, उसका मेजॉरिटी एक साइड, उसमें से बचा हुआ माइनॉरिटी, वो बचा हुआ माइनॉरिटी इस पर ज्ञान इज वेरी कंसिस्टेंट इन दिस ब्रेकिंग. Proportions are very clear because if 90-10 is this population of Asura and Sura, then Arthakama is 90% of the 10%. समझ में आ रहा है? Clear? Arthakama is 90% of that 10%. Correct? That means the balance 1% is Jitnyasu Jnani. You take the Jitnyasu Jnani, 90% of them are Jitnyasu, 1% is Jnani. So how much is Jnani in the total population? 0.1 का कितना डेसिमल है अभी आप देख लो. Correct? That is why he says Durlabha. Third shloka is what? Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye. Who are this yatati? Jitnyasu and Jnani. Yatinam api siddhanam kaschid mam veti tattvataha. And that proportion is very small. Kvachit. And they are the reason why this Srishti and Dharma is still alive. Not because of this majority. That minority ensures that everything is still continued. Because these minorities are only who are coming as avatars. There are so many followers of them. They are not kingmakers. They are dharma holders. All the jnanis ensure that dharma is upheld. Every time is dharma yuddha for them. They will anyway do it, but how maximum people can hold the dharma, they will try to look at it. Is it clear? So, such a big job they are doing. And the other 99.99 is only there to pull it down. Correct? And still, if dharma is there, how strong it is. And dharma will never go. That is the beauty of it. Shastra, dharma will never go. How does it? How do you know? Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami Yuge. Is it connecting? The moment we connect, that conviction starts coming. That is where with that conviction, Shraddha and Bhakti will come. Why are we spending more time? Otherwise, it just is a topic we have completed. भगवान एक टॉपिक है, हमने कंप्लीट किया. नो, अगर उसको टॉपिक बोल के गया तो हम टॉपिक बन गए. ओके, कर्मा उतना नहीं किया तो भी ये समझा ना, ऑटोमेटिकली कर्मा विदाउट यू नोइंग यू विल डू इट. Shraddha starts, karma will automatically happen. How many people have changed their lives after coming to Vedanta? That is not after karma you got Vedanta. It is that Vedanta jnanam which is reflected in your karma. So if that Shraddha is there instilled in these, automatically karma will follow it. Absolutely no doubt about it. Okay, right. So now how are these four people? Let us see the majority first. Majority समझने, पहला भी भगवान ने को किसको समझाया था? दुष्कृतिनो मूढ़ाः को पहला समझाया था. He didn't start with सुकृतिनः. पहला दुष्कृति. Same way, among the sukritis, if we take the first majority, they are artho jijnasu. Yes, shuffled and put it to check whether you all are still awake or not. Artho, artharthi, jijnasu, jnani cha bharatarshabha it should be. Correct na? Yes or no? But he put it the other way. Why? Just to see whether you are sleeping or not. Artho, if you say artho and jijnasu is that majority 90% सो रहा है, अच्छा से सो रहा है, खाली खर्राटा आना बाकी है. So we have to interchange it. It has been put for chandas prayoga, so that it fits in the meter. Artho, artharthi, jijnasu, jnani cha bharatarshabha. Okay. So now who are artha bhakti and arthartha bhakti? What is artha? Artha. One who wants artha is artha. Simple. What is artha for?
Security.
Artha is for what?
Money.
To satisfy kama. Correct? Why do I? First is I have a desire. Then I need to have means to satisfy the desire. What are the means to satisfy the desire? Artha. So if I have artha, I will be able to satisfy kama. Correct? So these people who are called Artha Bhakta, Artha Pradhana Bhakta. Artha Pradhana, what is the meaning of Artha? Another meaning of Artha? Meaning. Meaning का हिंदी में क्या है? So वो लोगों को क्या बोलते हैं? Arthi is called Matlabi. Simple. So clear na? Matlabi means what? What is the meaning of Matlabi? Means what? Means what? I use everyone to achieve my goal. Matlabi. So Bhagavan is not excluded. I use Bhagavan to achieve my goal. So my goal is the foremost. भगवान is the means to achieve the goal. भगवान को एक अर्थ बनाया मेरा लक्ष्य के लिए. Correct ना? So he says there are people who make me a means to achieve their goal. That means goals will keep changing. Their goals will keep changing. What are the goals? धान्यं धनं पशुं बहुपुत्र लाभं शतसं वत्सरं दीर्घमायुः. ये बस में हुआ आमया विचिन्विता. बहुत है, जितना बनता है. यू थिंक डिजायर कम है क्या? गोल्स कम है? एवरी डे एवरी पर्सन गेट्स इन अ ईयर वन गोल शीट विथ 10 goals in the office, and everyone that goal will change. Correct? Every day the goals change. So goals का कमी नहीं है. But for all the goals, you put some effort, then later on what you want? 1 किलो पेड़ा, दूध पाक चढ़ाऊंगा, एक नारियल फोड़ूंगा, correct? And our traditional people, I will come to Guruvayur, I will do Tulabharam, I will do Palpayasam Naivedyam. Why? उसमें भी बेस्ट है, because I want to drink Palpayasam after that. उधर भी आरती में भगवान को आरती बना के रख दिया. I want to have Palpayasam, so I will do Palpayasam Naivedyam. समझा? हाँ, ये मेरे को करो तो मैं वो करूँगा, वो किया तो मेरा ही बेनिफिट है. तो इसको बोलते हैं वेरी इंटेलिजेंट पीपल दे आर. एक ही इसके 2 मार के लिया. हाँ, ये गोल भी खत्म हुआ, बाद में पालपायसम मिलने का गोल भी खत्म हुआ. ऐसा बहुत सारे लोग बोल सकते. बट भगवान से आई एम हैप्पी. व्हाई? यू आर बेटर देन दैट अदर 90. तुम सोचा तो मैं है बोल के, उन लोगों को वो भी मालूम नहीं है. गुड, चलने दो भाई. लेट इट बी दैट. तथास्तु. आई विल कम एवरी टाइम. बहुत लोग को मैं दूंगा. हाँ, तुम्हारा हो गया, तुम्हारा हो गया, मेरा भी कारोबार चलेगा. योर श्रद्धा स्टार्ट्स. Somewhere that Shraddha should fructify. Because if the Shraddha doesn't fructify, you will not come in that path at all. So I will ensure your Shraddha will fructify. And I am okay with such artha. But I am not okay with one thing. I will always be artha. That I am not okay. Maybe 1 janma, 2 janma, you have to now mature out of that. What is the next maturity? Artha Arti. What is Artha Arti? Means what? I always need to have Artha to remove my Arti. So first is Arthatrana Parayana. You go to him as Arthatrana Parayana. What is Arthatrana Parayana? Your word? Arthatrana Parayana. Yes, you go and pray to God. There are so many shlokas where you call him Artha. I am a person, Arthatrana Parayana. If I come crying to you, you will always come. I am there to help you. Arthatrana Parayana. So the Shastra itself teaches that start that way. कुछ नहीं तो उसके पास जाके रो, सर पक, do something. He will do something for you or she will do something for you. Do it. इसके लिए तुम्हारा कुलदेव का पूजा हुआ क्या, तुम्हारा काऊ में गया क्या, वो किया क्या, ऐसा किया क्या, ग्राम देवता को देखा क्या, इष्ट देवता को देखा क्या, वो किया. क्यों? देखो ये नहीं किया ना, दैट इज व्हाई यू हैव गॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. उधर जाओ. किधर? पितृदोष है. समझ में आ रहा है? नासिक जाओ. दैट वी आर देयर टू solve your problem. So such problem solution FAQs are already written and given. ऐसा तो तुम उसको पकड़ के अंदर आ जाओ. So this is Bhagwan's marketing tool, technique. ऐसा भी तो अंदर आओ. एक बार once you put your leg inside, then I know how to pull you forward. But if you say I will always keep only one leg and one leg out, वो गड़बड़ हो जाएगा. 1-2 बार मुझे टेस्ट करो, लेकिन अंदर आओ. Every time I want to keep on testing you, वो गड़बड़ हो जाएगा. Then I will also throw you out. That's what it means. So once you have come in, till now what did you do? Need based call bola. Whenever I need to speak to someone, I connect to the phone. Then from that he moved to the email system. No need based. Whenever you want, you can connect. I am always there. Separately dial करके connect करने का जरूरत नहीं है system में. Correct? That becomes artharthi. For all my needs, I am there. तुम्हारा सब needs के लिए मैं हूँ. I have an objective. I plan. I put an effort. I see that I am stuck. I remember you. I come to you. You solve the problem. I thank you. One cycle over. Same way second cycle over. Same way third cycle over. What is the common thing in this? Whenever I come to you, you solve it. So what should I do? I should keep you first, then have my plans so that I know I don't have, I'm always with you, sir. You will always take care of me. That is Artha Bhakti. Who will ensure that all my Kamya karmas are taken care of. That's called security Bhakti. If the security person is there, I don't have to worry for any fear. He is there to take care of my security. Then I can keep having as many goals as I want. He is there. Are you able to get this? That is where he brings Nitya Naimittika Karma. You want this? Do all these. Shodasha Karmas you do. All these are guaranteed. Are you able to get that? Each one has got a clear benefit. You can't say that your Annaprashanam is going to give me Vivaha benefit. No. Annaprashanam is for Annaprashanam. Vivaha is Vivaha benefit. So each of this, I am there to take care of you. Karma. See how we are slowly from, you wanted individually one-on-one Kamya Karma, he has slowly now brought you in as an Artharthi. Do all, I am available. Is it clear? So the first one is contract. Second one is security bhakti. Artha bhakti is contract bhakti. तुम ये करो मेरे लिए, and there is no advance payment. There is nothing called advance payment in Bhagavan. The only person whom we doubt in this world is Bhagavan. Why? We go to him as last. Whomever we dependent on, if that didn't work, then only we go to him. Correct? Having gone to him, you never say that I will do all this upfront. Now it is your job to honor it. No. We will say you do this, and if the result is as I want, then I will come back to you and I will honor you. What I have agreed in the contract. Correct? And in case you don't, contract to ho gaya. If you don't fulfill the contract, I will never even turn and come and look at you. 25-25 साल के बाद लोग बोलते हैं ये भगवान ने क्या दिया मेरे लिए? है लो. It's the truth. That reflects how fence sitters they were for the 25 years. You never submitted and gone. So the second person is who is now ready to submit. And he starts getting all the benefit because Bhagavan takes care of his security. Okay, guaranteed. So now the services comes with 15 years warranty. भगवान का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में वो है, अर्थार्थ भक्ति वही है. Then the third person says, whatever this you are going to give me, you are only going to make me stuck. आप ये जो भी कर रहे हो मेरे साथ, इसमें मेरा अच्छा नहीं कर रहे हो, मेरा बुराई कर रहे हो. Why? I am going to be in the samsara by all these things. I want you to help me for my single goal, for which I am ready to give up all the other goals. And he is a jignasu. I want to know you. I want to know who are you. And this is what the 7th chapter says. That is the person who comes. Jignasu, I want to know para prakriti, apara prakriti. Who are you? Exactly, I want to know what it is. And I want to know only that. And for that, I am ready to give up everything. When we say give up everything, it doesn't mean take up sannyasa. I value this highest among the rest of the in priority, this comes first. So far as this is continuously met, I have no problem in doing other things also. Is it clear? So Jitnyasu is, I am a student and I want to know what exactly you are. How is this whole thing operating? Because once I am knowledgeable, I can adapt to it. Correct? The problem is, so far as I am not knowledgeable about it, I will have a problem. Because every time it's a hit, try, kya karunga, I don't know, I'll get stuck. Now, how do I become knowledgeable? Will Bhagavan himself come and help me? So Bhagavan helps me through a guru and the Shastra. Getting the right guru and that guru being able to transfer the knowledge of the Shastra into me, or Shastra Darpana opens out me in front of the mirror called Shastra, so that I can align myself to be attuned with what the Shastra is. And that is what Bhagavan does for a Jnyasu. So Shravana Manana comes there in a Jnyasu. Artharthi and Artha Bhakta, in Arthi Bhakta, Artha Bhakta, it is only Kamya Karma. In Arthartha Bhakta, some Nishkama Karma also starts. In Jnani Bhakta only, it is very clearly knowledge related, where Paravidya, Aparavidya, Guru, Shastra, everything gets, and that person is at least open the mind to listen to what it is. You would have always experienced, somewhere if you would have tried to speak to someone who has least interest, in 1 minute of your talk about some topic like this, how much that environment is so disturbed now. I can't further, I want to talk, the other person doesn't want to hear. The other person, what he wants to talk, I don't want to even listen to it. Now I don't know how to stop it. I've already started. That other person is waiting for a chance to slip away from me. It's such a nasty 2-3 minutes. To manage that is a very tough thing. That is the time you know, oh, kidhar aake phas gaya abhi. And this experience you all will have. And this is exactly like you need to know कि भाई ये अभी. That is why some people, when they come to the class after first class, ये महा मुसीबत से मैं 1 घंटे का मेरा टॉर्चर हो गया लाइफ का, let me get out from here. So, there is no point in putting those people there. For them, where they are stable, they have to be in that place and continue. And we pray to God, one day whenever they feel appropriate, they will come here. Their karma phala has to bring them there. Correct? Like that, once you are coming there, a guru will come. From somewhere, this Bhagavan will send a guru. He doesn't have less gurus. When that karma phala will fructify, a right guru will come. And the Shastras will get open. And you will start more and more. So your Jnyasu, that maturity will start. And what is the epitome, or what is the highest level of that? Nididhyasana. And when you start living, then it's a Jnani. And what is the difference between Jnani and a Jnyasu? See, a Jnyasu also has done Shravanam, Mananam, he knows what it is. Now, we know, okay, this is the difference, but in the mindset, what is the difference? The Jnyasu needs a Bhagavan's blessing for me to achieve Jnana. A Jnani knows that I am no different than a Bhagavan. Bhagavan is a word for him now. Are you able to get it? Bhagavan just becomes a word. Because it is only difference of what now? For a Jnani, that knowledge is so clear that Upadana is different. The Upadi is different, not Upadana. Upadi. The Upadi is different. One is reflecting the microcosm, the other is reflecting the macrocosm. That's all. Bhagavan is the macrocosm reflector, Chaitanya Shakti. In me, the microcosm, I call it Atma, Paramatma or Brahman, and both are the same. So he no more worries about it because he has completely devalued the Prakriti part, not lost divinity. He has brought the value of it lower compared to Brahman. But for all the manifestation, he still continues to see Prakriti as the highest divine thing, because that is where Bhagavan is there, that is where I am there. I and Bhagavan are no different, so it is my manifestation. So how can I not like my own manifestation? So divinity never reduces here. In fact, he starts appreciating it in his own. Okay, till now दूसरे का बच्चा था, अभी खुद का बच्चा है. फर्क आता है ना? To talk about your own child versus someone else's child. Now that ownership is, now it is my child. So everything is mine, because I and Bhagavan are no different. That is the highest maturity. Is it clear? And this is what Bhagavan says. That is why I like the fourth one most. As though he is a different person. Why? Now why should Bhagavan say that? See, the next one is Tesham Jnani Nityayuktaha Ekabhaktirvishishyate Priyo hi Jnaninotyartham Aham Sacha Mama Priyaha. Very simple when you get this logic, when you see Tesham Jnani Nityayuktaha. Not even a moment he is out of it. Nitya is not every day, every moment. Yuktaha, always connected. What? Eka Bhakti. That Advitiya Jnanam Eka Bhakti. That Aham Brahma Asmi Jnanam. Always there at active, alive at every moment. Okay. Vishishyate. That is his. Because Jijnasu Nityayuktaha Eka Bhakti Jnanam will not be there. Whenever he is into that sadhana, after that still he will come out, and when he is, that ahankara will still be there of what he is doing. It will keep on reducing. But that jnani is a person where that ahankara is not there. Me and Bhagavan are the same. Okay. Priyohi jnaninaha. That he word is indeed Priya. Okay. Artham aham sa mama priya. So understand that I love that person and that person loves me. See, the concept of non-duality spoken as duality here. What is the concept? I am not different from Bhagavan. How is the way it is told? I love him or her and he loves or she loves me, as duality. Okay. Now, why is such a way it is told?
For us to understand.
Because there is no other way you can tell. If you only talk singularity, how a person will understand? For communicating what you need? For communication what do you need? One saying, one hearing. So duality has already come. So you have to communicate non-dual only through dual. And how do I communicate non-dual? Through I and my mirror image. When you say that mirror image is different. Suppose I say, how do you introduce yourself in a letter? I, Karthik Krishnamurthy. What do you do? You have done two, no? I, Karthik Krishnamurthy. And there is I equal to Karthik Krishnamurthy is subtly mentioned in that. Are you getting? You never say that Karthik Krishnamurthy. Or you never say I and started. When you introduce, then you are equating non-dual through dual. Are you able to get this? And that's what he does it here. Because otherwise you will never accept non-dual. Through dual, I understand. Oh, I and that Bhagavan is no different. The moment this thought comes, I and that Bhagavan. Are you able to get it? But still come there. That is okay. Is it clear? Right. The reason why it is said like this is, what is the time? Oh, time is 11:30. Right? All seem to be very much connected. No, we'll continue next day. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. So next time we will continue this Priyohi Jnanino Pyartam Tesham Jnani Ityartam. We'll just, there is a detailed explanation required here. We'll continue with that. Yeah? This is why if everything is stopped 10 minutes late you start, the alarm also rings 10 minutes later then. Otherwise it's 11:25.